All right, welcome into Prize Picks on 5 here on the 5 Reasons YouTube channel. I'm at FTX Arena. That's why it's loud. The Miami Heat are playing the Golden State Warriors tonight. That's what we're going to focus on. I know a lot of you want to get to Dolphins talk. We got plenty of that on the channel. Go to Prize Picks, download the app. That's the first thing that you need to do. It is free. You can download it from the Google Play Store, the Apple App Store. Just go to prizepicks.com. Then enter the code FIVE. That's FIVE. We got the best code in the business. They will double your deposit up to $100. You don't have to spend $100, but it's free money, so why the hell not? Go to Prize Picks, use that code, FIVE. I got David Eversole. You can follow him at David W. Eversole, and in the middle, I've got David Friedman. You can follow him at Talk About Sports. Heat just lost to the Warriors. Steph Curry scored 33. Props are interesting tonight. Let's start on the Heat side. I'll go first, and I'm just curious for your guys' view on this. I know one of you went a similar direction. I like Tyler Hero tonight, over 19.5 points. Tends to play better at home. We know that. I do think that, after some of the inconsistency on the road trip, I know he had a big scoring game to finish, but was kind of all over the place. I do think they'll play loose tonight, and I do think that Tyler will get in the 20s. Now, one of the other of you also had Tyler for a prop tonight, correct?
Yeah, I took him on actually the points, rebounds, and assists at 28.5. Like you said, his numbers overall are better at home, particularly his rebounding numbers. He's averaging 8.8 at home, which is crazy. And he's getting to the line about 3 more times, and he's averaging 21 points a game at home. So overall, I think him and a lot of the Heat players tend to shoot better at home. I think he'll get a little bit more. His volume at home versus road is about the same, but just his percentages, and he seems to go to the basket a little bit more at home. So I like Hero over 28.5 on the PRA tonight at home.
Freeman, what do you like on the Heat side?
I'm going with Jimmy over 7.5 free throws, which seems like a big number sort of, but he gets a lot of free throw attempts anyways, but Golden State's I think the free throw percentage as far as the points given up, they're at the bottom of the league. The actual fouls that they accumulate throughout the game is 5th in the league. It's just I could see Jimmy getting to the bucket a lot tonight, getting hit by Draymond 75 times, and
and them calling at least 4 of them. And there's his free throws. I'm actually with you. I would play Jimmy over on that. I might play him over on points, but the point number hasn't crept down yet. Last year it was 21.5 for most of the season. It's 23.5 again tonight. It's been 23.5 or 24.5. Let's go over to the Warriors side here. I'll let you start this time, Freeman. What do you like?
On that end of it, the Curry thing actually, and we talked about that before, the Taco was out earlier. I think they had Curry. The points were down to 23.5. Yeah, so that's scratch right now. I did go Curry. I went Curry over 4 threes.
Mm-hmm.
He takes a lot of threes, right? I mean, over 10, 12, 13, 14 threes a game. I think he'll hit 4 threes at least. He's consistently at 4, if not over that. I can confidently say he will hit at least 4 threes tonight.
I'm going to go a different way with a Curry prop. I like him over on assists tonight. It's at 6. If you look at some of their numbers, typically on the road, I was looking at his home road splits. He tends to try to get guys involved a little bit more early on the road and then take over late. Wouldn't be surprised if there's 4 assists in the first half. Maybe cruises over to 7. I like the Jordan Poole prop tonight too, but I didn't end up playing that one. What do you think, Eversole?
I went with everybody's favorite player, Draymond, at 13.5 points in rebounds and assists. So
it's low.
It's very low. So I thought that was a good number for him. And given the Heat's rebounding issues, 13.5 points in rebounds. My apologies, not PRA. Points in rebounds, 13.5. That was an editing issue on the banner there. So he's averaged 10 and 7 against the Heat in the one game. So I think he could probably get 7 or 8 rebounds against the Heat tonight and end up around 16, 17 on the points and rebounds.
All right, make sure you're using that code 5 FIVE. Another prop that I kind of like tonight. It was clear that the Nets players didn't love playing for Steve Nash anymore. I would go over on Durant tonight. He's at 30.5 points. I think he gets in the mid-30s.
No longer the Slim Reaper.
No longer the Slim Reaper. I just think you're going to have a big KD game tonight with some of this sort of pressure release. So I would look at some of those Nets props. They're a complete bleep show, but I think he'll get his numbers tonight. So check out the rest of the board. You can also play the World Series, of course, the NFL props for the weekend. Some of them are already up. and as well as the college football props too. So check all those out, and NHL. Use the code 5 FIVE. We'll be back tomorrow night before Heat Kings.